It all began on a quiet Tuesday morning in the small neighborhood of River Lane. The sun was gentle, the birds were singing, and everything felt normal, almost too normal. But that day, five different people with five different lives were about to meet in a way they never expected. And by the end of the day, all of them would change. Their names were Lina, David, Sara, Mr. Thompson, and Aisha. Lina was 19, a university student, and always rushing from one place to another. She carried a heavy bag, three notebooks, and the coffee she usually spilled. That morning, she missed her bus again. Not again, she sighed. While running, her notebook fell on the ground. Papers flew everywhere. As she bent down to pick them up, someone approached. It was David, the quiet office worker who lived two buildings away. He helped her gather the papers. "You're always running," he said with a smile. "I know," Lena laughed. "My life is basically a race." They both laughed for a moment Lena didn't know she needed. David was in his early 30s, always tired, always working. His office job felt like a machine that never stopped. Today, he was late for work again, but helping Lena made him pause. For the first time in weeks, he wasn't thinking about emails. "Thank you," Lena said. "You're welcome," he replied. Then he noticed something. One of Lena's papers wasn't school notes. It was a drawing. "You draw?" he asked. Lena nodded. "Only when I need to breathe." David smiled. He understood that feeling. Meanwhile, across the street, Sarah, a mother of two, was carrying groceries. Her hands were full, her back hurt, and she felt tired of doing everything alone. As she crossed the street, one of her bags ripped. Apples rolled everywhere. She closed her eyes and whispered, "Not today, please, not today." A gentle voice answered behind her, "Let me help." It was Aisha, the young woman who works at the bookstore. Together, they picked up the apples. "You look tired," Aisha said kindly. Sara forced a smile. "I guess I am." Aisha held her arm softly. "You don't have to do everything alone, you know." For some reason, those words made Sara want to cry. Not from sadness, from relief. Aisha was known for her warm smile. People said she had a sunrise heart. But what no one knew was that Aisha often felt lonely. She helped everyone, but rarely asked for help herself. Helping Sarah made her feel connected, like her kindness had a place to go. At the end of the street lived Mr. Thompson, a man in his 70s. He lived alone since his wife passed away. He spent his mornings sitting by the window, watching people rush by. That afternoon, something unusual happened. The electricity in his apartment went off. He tried turning the switches. Nothing. He sighed and sat down in the dark. Around 3 p.m., Lina was walking home from her classes. David was returning from work early for the first time in months. Aisha was carrying books to the shop. Sara was walking home, slower this time, breathing more calmly. As they passed by Mr. Thompson's building, they saw him standing downstairs, looking worried. "Are you okay?" David asks. "My electricity stopped. I don't know what to do." Lina put her bag down. Aisha stepped forward. Sara joined them. "Let's check," David said. They went up to his apartment together. The hallway was dim, the air quiet. David looked at the fuse box. "Oh, the switch is broken," he said. "It's a simple fix, but you need a new part." I I can go buy it," Sara said. "No, I am going," Lina insisted. Aisha smiled. "We will all go." "Why not?" Mr. Thompson's eyes softened. "You kids don't need to do all this." But they already were. They bought the small parts from the hardware store. David fixed the switch. Aisha opened the windows to let fresh air in. Sara washed some dishes in the sink. Lina picked up old photos from the table and asked Mr. Thompson about them. He talks about his wife, his youth, his favorite memories. And for the first time in years, he felt seen. When the lights finally turned back on, Mr. Thompson insisted on making them tea. They all sat in his small living room, strangers, but not strangers anymore. Lina shared her drawings. David talked about his stressful job. Sara admitted how overwhelmed she felt. Aisha confessed she sometimes felt invisible even while helping others. Mr. Thompson listened to all of them, smiling gently. "You know," he said, "life becomes easier when we stop walking alone." Everyone became silent, because deep inside, each of them knew he was right. When they left his apartment, the sun was setting. The sky was painted orange and gold. Walking down River Lane, they didn't walk like strangers. They walked like people who understood each other. Lina didn't run anymore. David didn't look at his phone. Sara didn't feel invisible. Aisha felt warm and supported. Mr. Thompson watched them from his window, smiling. From that day on, everything on River Lane changed. Whenever someone needed help, someone else was there. When someone felt lost, another person reached out. They didn't plan it, they didn't talk about it, they just helped each other. Because one simple act had connected them all. And so the people of River Lane learned something beautiful. You don't need to know someone to help them, you just need to care. And sometimes helping others helps you too.